In this video, we'll be talking about some Veil implications that was in the new exotic mission, Avalon, which is the week 3 version, just for you guys to be aware. We will be also showcasing some stuff from the week 4 season of Defiance story, so if you don't want to be spoiled or you haven't played it yet, go and do that before you watch today's video. Hope you guys do enjoy, and if you guys do enjoy the video, why not subscribe, because only 11% of you guys do, and it would really help out. I want to hit 25k before the next season of the Deep, and it would be greatly appreciated because I love doing YouTube, and I want to build a huge community here with Destiny 2. Now, other than that, let's get right into the nitty gritty. Now, with the new exotic mission Avalon, if you guys didn't know, there is some little story beats, and guess who comes back into the story? Asher Mir, which is great, and it's amazing to have him come back since his hiatus from basically season of Rivals, which was like 2020. So for him to come back like 3 years later into the story was great, and for him to be in the Vex network and have some stuff from the Pyramidian strike, it was great. We had all that awesome stuff there, the Vex Milk, all that great stuff. The boss is back, Asher Mir is back, everything's huge. Now, if you guys also know, this is your week to get the last catalyst, I believe, for the Vex Caliber exotic, so be sure to go and grab that if you guys haven't already. Now, as you finish the exotic mission and kill the boss, you will be able to go through a portal at the very end. And when you go through it, you will see Asher Mir, and he will be showcasing like a hologram, Vex hologram. I don't really know what to call Vex technology. It might be, guys, because I'm not a lore buff in terms of that, race and stuff. But it's going to be a object up in the skybox, and you're probably going to wonder, what is it? What is it, Redrix? What is that? What is that? Well, surprisingly enough, it is none other than the Veil. Now, if you guys didn't know, the Lightfall campaign had us go to Neomuna and to, of course, get the Veil. Over the last couple of months or weeks or whatever, you have probably heard the word the Veil, and if you played the Lightfall campaign, it was the object we had to get before Callus and the Witness could grab it and use it to, for some reason, use it to connect it to the Traveler to make the Witness go inside of it to something final shape. As what I'm saying right now, you're probably wondering, what is it, Redrix? Well, we don't know. We have no concrete information on what the Veil is. We have no concrete information on what the Witness was, the origins, and or what the final shape will really be. So the Veil is some sort of Tree of Silver Wings, in my estimate, if you played Season of Rivals, and it's very interesting to finally see it in the game. As if you didn't know, there was some concept art for the Veil in the art station that we got a couple days ago, if you haven't seen it. So to finally have it in the game, it is huge. So for Asher Mir to just showcase this paracausal object, it is a huge teaser for the future of what will happen in terms of the story leading us into the final shape. The Veil is a huge, and I mean a huge, plot point that we probably won't have any answers to for quite a while, and it will connect very well from Lightfall into the final shape, and probably will be big in terms of the final shape. There's a lot of theories out there that it's a place where ghosts are born, a place where it's the Traveler's heart, a place where it's like some sort of mind consciousness. We won't really know until later on when we get a concrete, fact from Bungie in this story, narrative. Now let's talk about some little leaks now going forward. With one of the recent leaks here on the channel, we talked about how there was going to be a little story Veil implication later on today, apparently on Reset, and apparently that leak was true on that. We got this little Veil reference in the Avalon exotic mission. So the leak on that side was true for this week's, narrative. Now, as we delve a bit closer, it talks about some little things in terms of the Veil's future, story beats of what we're going to find later on. Now, as you see here, next Reset, we're getting a small bit in the Vex Caliber mission. References to the Veil, that was true. Next season, we're getting an official quest to find more on the Veil on Neomuna with a Strand Aspect and Hand Cannon as a reward. You guys will know this, and you will also need to buy Lightfall for the quest. But, however, it will explain more on why the veil exists, but still leave players unsatisfied. So, unfortunately, guys, with Season of the Deep launching in late May, and we're going to get a little quest to further understand the veil, we won't be completely certain on what it is, so that really does suck. Now, you will also, of course, need to have the Season of the Deep, of course, season to be able to purchase that, apparently, so that really does suck. So, as we go in a bit further, we will need to look at Season 22. Season 22 has very light story beats, and there's a few Veil Neomuna references that impact and are a part of the overarching seasonal story. Season 22 will be the season that actually comes along with the 2023 showcase that will, of course, guess what? Showcase the final shape. And this will be in late August. So we have Season of Defiance right now. We have Season of the Deep in late May that will go all the way to late August. And then Season 22 will probably be the longest season, probably being like the entire of the end of this year, which is going to be maybe on that slower side. Think of Season of the Plunder of Year 6, basically. Now, after we go through that, we are going to be able to put our eyes upon Season 23. We are going to get another official quest that wraps up Lightfall and finishes the story of the Veil Neomuna, similar to Season of the Deep's quest, which we explore the nature of the Veil. Moreover, the Season 23 dungeon will feature tormentors and another hidden room for the catalyst with a mural of the Witness and the Traveler. Dungeon has small story beats throughout and it sets up for the final shape, and as you guys know, Season 23 will probably be the most connected to the final shape story, which will likely launch in sometime from late November, early December, mid-December of 2023. Looking at that all the way around, we will get 2 official quests if this leak is true, which already looks like it's true already, for the Veil. We will still be left unsatisfied, and likely we won't know concrete information until Season 23, which really again sucks. But overall, it says here we are going to get more little story beats throughout Season of the Deep and Season 23. Season 22 will be on that slower side of things, but again, we are going to be able to build up a lot of those, hints and nitbits over time to be able to have a concrete understatement of what the Veil is. And again, the Veil will be very important for the final shape. It will be very important for a lot of story things going into next season after that, and Season 23. So just be aware of that. Again, let me know your thoughts on what the Veil is. I still want to know what it is, but we won't really know, unfortunately, for quite a while. Just wanted to let you guys know that Week 4 of Season of Defiance is now live, and man, it is pretty big. A little spoiler in 3, 2, 1. I am astonished that apparently Amanda Holiday dies, sacrificing herself to really help out, Mithrax, and then guess what? Aramis comes back to help Mithrax in the end as well. And apparently Aramis was one who actually saved Mithrax from getting even more injured from the Fire Blast explosion from the Shadow Legion in the EDZ base. Something just to point out. I know it's a little bit different from this topic of this video, but it's just something to point out of being like, wow, the seasonal story for some of these seasons going forward have been really good. And hopefully I have faith in Bungie for the narrative going forward. It's just pretty big. It came out of nowhere, and I actually like Season of Defiance out of a lot of other seasons now because of that, out of nowhere type event. And we still have the season finale next week as of this video is launching, so you're just aware. So it'll be pretty cool to see how Season of Defiance wraps up. And it will be, of course, the first season that wraps up in the Year 6 narrative. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, why not subscribe and like, because it would mean a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.